Another run for Henry. He's descending upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Lee McNeil in on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Lamar now from the gun. Finding Flowers. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down. First and 10.
Here's Henry running left. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the backs of the defense.
Finds his fullback. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force the punt and then catch it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Can we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here's Goff on first and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's gone. Challenges, double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Escapes out to the left. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Throwing again here on 2nd and 10. Jackson. To the left and reeled in by Hopkins. And this one doesn't go far. Offense up to the line fast.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Jackson now on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. Headed out right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Even 5 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Buccaneers isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives them in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Buying some time right. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Flush down out to his left. And the defender coming away with it. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Lions get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose
there
up.
He goes, right sideline. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those alignments. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a run.
And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they're able to glide him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from their goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your play.
And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Jackson's going to go on fourth. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And he's going to have them up to that 23. That big fourth down call is how we close out our first quarter. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at first down here. He rolls to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. New set of downs for him and starts at the 38. Looking to Henry on the inside handoff. He got him a good handful there as it brings up second down. Offense in the hurry up here.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Lamar off to play fake. Completed to Flowers. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They go play fake with Jackson. Getting out to his left. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
12 more yards. And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
1st down, here's Lamar. Quickly on the slant. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
From the red zone on 1st. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. And send a receiver left. 1st down throw from Goff. That's a man downfield. It's Laporta. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. On 1st down, it's gone. Screen here for Gibbs. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
We're good.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
We go. 2 first. 80. Value. 85.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
180. Value 3. Value. Hold on. Check. 5.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Gets it through the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react from a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the Ravens.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Louie. We go to the turbo.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Completed over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Detroit Lions. First down.
Listen.
A gain of 11 on the play.
DC.
First down, Detroit.
Turbo.
From the red zone now. Brought in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the 44.
This is Henry on 2nd. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Chased out to his right. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Connects on the crosser. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. So fresh set of downs after the penalty. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Gets him on the out route. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. He's set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Jacob Sailors now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
5.
Goff to the air now. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Goff now on 3rd down. That's complete to Sloan. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Gain of 26 yards there. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
180!
Motioning left is their running back. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. That play made by an all-pro from last season, Marlon Humphrey. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
2 for 66. Cut. 180. 5.
Throwing again, it's Goff. Downfield, it's just long has it. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Gibbs has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Ravens.
And he spiked it just in time, so now we'd expect to see their kicker trot out for a try just before we reach halftime. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half.
180!
One final shot before the half. And he's going down. They said no to that shorter field goal, partner. Rolled the dice for more, and they're going to end this first half empty-handed as a result. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
180! Nice shot!
Back to throw it. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Flying down the middle of Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Jackson doing on the last run? It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Jackson now on 3rd. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Going with King Henry here. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
Oops, knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you love touchdowns, but you take those 3 points as well.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. On 1st down, it's gone. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was hoping to get it to Isaac Tisla there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kane, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at him and go make a point.
Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions start the second half with some needed points. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions cut it to a field goal game.
Lions 41.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. He's pulled in by Henry. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Escapes the defender. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Play fake. Jackson. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. It's Henry on the carry. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still third down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Brings up fourth down and less than a yard.
Running for it. Here's Henry. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Out of the shotgun. Gone. Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
That's Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. They get 27 on the play. And that is good for Detroit first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Lions.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Cut. 180.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has it down close. And he will not score, but that does set him up front with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions making a 4-point game here in the fourth. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal to tie this game in the fourth. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up first and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll get it up to the 44.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
This one goes for 3 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Running once more with Henry. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Jackson off the play action. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10 at the 41.
So first down from the 41. A designed run. Jackson keeping it. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
One sent up for Lamar. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
We're going to keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll pitch it to Henry. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Changing it up here, Jackson. On the out route, complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
11-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, middle.
Looking to throw. And scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens making a 9-point advantage.
Touchdown, Ravens.
I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Sailors now on the return. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Williams coming in motion right. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return. First down from the 42. They're going to pass it here. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
This one left for Lamar. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. And goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 2. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Escapes out to... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Sends this to the end zone. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. There's a flag on the field. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. They go play fake with Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's another Baltimore.
From the red zone on 1st. Catch made. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead.